Good morning, third graders. I'm so excited for you to be able to read each other's animal reports. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm also going to teach you how to leave positive feedback for each other. Feedback is a word for when you tell somebody else some ideas about their work or what you think about their work that could help them understand their work better. Sometimes it helps them improve their work, but since we're finished with these animal reports and we're sharing them with each other, we're really only going to leave positive feedback for one another, which means we're only going to leave feedback that says nice things about what you think the person did really well with their writing. So your feedback should be positive, which means it says something nice, something that you really liked about it. And it should be specific, which means that you're not just saying, I thought it was good or I liked the details. You're actually naming the thing that you thought they did really well and maybe giving an example of it or explaining it more. That's the kind of feedback that really feels best when you get it because you can tell that the person read your work carefully and they really tried to understand it and think of something specific to tell you. Okay, so once again, your feedback should be positive and specific. And I'll give you some sentence starters for that feedback in a moment. So first I'm going to show you how to get to the animal reports, and then I'll give you a couple more ideas about what the feedback should be like. So when you're on the Schoology page, you'll see the daily message, and then you'll see the red animal reports folder for this week. If you click on that, there we go. It will bring you to a page that looks like this, where there are a whole bunch of different people's names. So if you click on one of those names, and I'm just going to choose Miles because he's the first one, hopefully he's okay with me showing his work, then you can look at it and you can leave comments for it. So I'll show you how to do that. Click on Miles. Uh-oh, Miles didn't show up. I'll have to fix that. Let me go back to a different one. Let's click on India's. Okay, so India's shows up as a document. So I can either click this way to download it onto my computer, but that's kind of tricky and it takes up some space. So I'm just gonna click on the View button. There we go, okay. Thanks for being patient there. My computer's been a little slow recently. Okay, so here's India's report. And I'm going to let you read it on your own. I'm just going to read a section of it to show you how to leave some positive feedback. So let's say that I'm going to read chapter 2. Okay, here we go. Chapter 2. What do hedgehogs call home? Hedgehogs live in Asia and below the equator in Africa and New Zealand. And they live in Malta and other parts of Europe, as well as North America. Hedgehogs live in dens, which are holes underneath logs, so Santa can't get in. Poor hedgehogs. These dens protect hedgehogs from bad weather and from poachers. Unfortunately, people eat these cuties, and hedgehog meat is a very common food where hedgehogs live. Additionally, their quills can be used for jewelry and other objects. Okay, wow, I learned a lot in that paragraph. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the page for India's document here. This is where I first clicked on hers, and it says that I can write a comment. So I'm going to click in that area, and I'm going to leave some positive feedback for India. I want to remind you of some of the things that you worked really hard on that you might make some comments about. So things that we worked on are including lots of information in our report, including interesting facts, writing strong introductions and conclusions, using transition words and phrases, using text features, and we're always working on using strong words. So those are some things I might comment on to India, and then, or anybody. And then here are some sentence starters that I could use for my feedback. I could say something like, I can tell you worked hard on, I like how you, something I learned is, or I like the part where you. Okay, so let's see. Well, one thing I can tell that India worked hard on is including interesting information, because I learned a lot of interesting facts in that paragraph. So I'm going to say, India, I can tell you worked hard on including interesting facts in your report because I learned a lot from reading it. Okay. So there's a couple things I did. I named something I thought she worked hard on. That's always going to be a positive comment. And I also used the word because, which makes my comment even more specific. I'm going to write one more thing. I like that her paragraph made me laugh, that like it had a little bit of humor to it with the Santa comment, and then also how it said, unfortunately, some people eat these cuties. So I'm going to write about that too. I also liked that your report made me laugh a little bit because of the part where you said, so, whoops, I can't see what I'm writing because my head's in the way, where you said, so Santa can't get in, and where you said, unfortunately, these little cuties. Okay, India, I can tell you worked hard on including interesting facts in your report because I learned a lot from reading it. I also liked that your report made me laugh a little bit because of the part where you said, so Santa can't get in, and where you said, unfortunately, these little cuties. All right, so that's enough of a positive comment. I could add more if I wanted to. I'm going to stop for the sake of the video, but I'll be on commenting on your animal reports throughout the day and throughout the week. But I think two sentences that are really specific and that are positive is enough for you to leave for one another. So my hope, I'm going to press post. My hope is that you will be reading through these and commenting on maybe 2 or 3 a day. And I would also ask that if you go into one person's and you see that there are a whole bunch of comments on it already, it's okay to still read it and it's okay to still comment on it, but we want to make sure that we're distributing our comments evenly so one person doesn't feel like, wait, why am I not getting any comments? So please try to find some that maybe don't have as many comments and leave comments for those so that everybody's feeling good about their work and who's seeing their work. All right, and as soon as you're finished with your animal report, if you haven't sent it to me yet, please send it to me so that I can put it on our Schoology page and other people can read it. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to show you right now. You're going to go to our Schoology page to this week's folder. And now there is a folder for all submissions. So you'll click on that, submit your work here. And then where it says finished animal reports, you'll click on that. And there will be a way, mine looks different because I'm a teacher and you're a student, but there will be a way once you go into that folder to submit the work that you have completed. All right, have so much fun reading each other's work. I'm so proud of you and I can't wait for you to see what you have accomplished. All right, see you later.